Hey, y'all, it is your girl, Dr. Latia Rashawn, your favorite entrepreneur and personal transformation mentor. And I'm back this week to do what I do because, if you didn't catch it last week, but we established that I keep coming back because I like to talk to people. So this week, I want to talk to you all about personal transformation. And I know, we automatically start thinking about our physical appearance, our outer appearance, those external things. But I'm going to just be real with you all, okay? Personal transformation is just not about your physical appearance, okay? Oftentimes we get caught up in what we look like, or what this outfit looks like, or what this hairstyle looks like, what this shade of lipstick looks like, that we're not doing the inner work to figure out the beauty that we carry on the inside of ourselves. And when I think about personal transformation, I think about the steps that you have to take to get there. Because honestly, when you know yourself and you know your worth, your path begins to look a little bit different than everybody else who's on that same journey as you. And you begin to walk the beat of your own drum. So, guess what? Get into it. We're finna talk about it, okay? Okay, y'all. So if I've already told y'all that I like to talk, let's get into this conversation because we're going to discuss today the 3 paths to your personal transformation that have absolutely nothing to do with what you look like on the outside. And the first path that I'm extremely passionate about is goal setting. If you do not know where you want to be and you don't know which direction your life is going, then you have already conditioned yourself to saying, hey, I'm stuck and I don't know what to do. But you must decide that you want better. And the only way that you're going to get the right direction and get on the right path in your life is setting some attainable, which means that they are reachable and realistic based on who you are in real life, goals for yourself. And you have to begin by examining those vulnerable places in your life because that is where you exercise most of your individual skills and your individual strengths. And I'm gonna be honest, yes, it's cool to say, hey, I can do such and such. Anybody can complete a task if they're told what to do. Being a team player, a lot of people like to play the background anyways. And unless you are really truly passionate about changing the trajectory of your life and you push yourself forward, you will forever just be checking things off of a list that someone else told you to do and playing in the background, being a team player because you're too afraid of the success that is at your fingertips. Because think about it, y'all, when we go to the grocery store, okay, there are different brands of coffee on the shelf. And yeah, Starbucks sounds great. Some of us grew up on Folgers. And then you have all these different store brands and all this great stuff. And one stands out more than the other. Well, you want to be like that coffee on the shelf. You must take that same approach in your life to say, how does my skill set me apart from everybody else who may be capable of doing the same things as me, but they don't have the same sauce and flavor that I do when I do it. And it's okay to toot your own horn. Don't let anybody ever tell you that your goals are too big. Too big for who? Too big for them? They ain't you. So set your goals and accomplish your goals. Because eventually when you take that step, like that proverb says, that the longest journey begins with a single step. When you take that first step, then those stepping stone goals become short-term goals. And then those short-term goals become long-term goals. And then those long-term goals become lifetime goals. And then you will really truly begin to look back on your life and say, I did that. Because guess what? When you pick the starting point and you begin to check the things that you value the most off of your list, you will continue to make adjustments so that you will continue to live the life that you've always wanted to live. All right, so we probably all heard the term, just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. Baby, it's true. And it applies to everything in your life. So the second path of your personal transformation is capability. And this applies because you have to be very careful about what you say you can do and what you're capable of doing. Because if it's not aligned to your purpose, then why are you doing it? And the last thing you want to do is be suffering from imposter syndrome. She wrote a book, so I'm going to write a book. She has t-shirts, so I'm going to create t-shirts. She has an event planning business, so I'm going to have an event planning business. It's fine to be inspired that people are really truly walking their truth and walking in their gifts. But if that is not your gift, if that is not your talent, then why are you mimicking what you're seeing everybody else do? And it is okay to be inspired by other people. But when you think about your capabilities, have you prioritized your skills to see what truly stands out for you? Have you prioritized your talents to see why people call on you? Yeah, you may be capable of completing different tasks when you apply your skills and your will, but sometimes people forget that you have to have heart. And you have to have heart to take on certain things in your life that are going to enhance your personal life. So I'm gonna need for you all to stop avoiding or start avoiding doing things and being an empty vessel just because you're capable of doing so. Do things within your capability that you can share with others with no problem, so that you can also feel successful and feel the progression in your life, but you inspire others to progress in their life as well. Okay? Okay, now, I know y'all like, she ain't really saying a whole lot, but she's saying something and I'm kind of digging it. And that's fine, because I need you to dig it and I need you to dig into it. All right? Because the third path of your personal transformation is your self-identity. Okay? You truly have the advantage to reinvent yourself as you grow. As your goals change, as your life change, as you accomplish certain things that you probably never fathomed, as your skill set enhances and increase, and you begin to really be in touch and in tune with your purpose, and you know who you are better than anybody else, your life experiences become your identity. Your belief system becomes your identity. And what you value becomes your identity. And I'm just tell y'all the truth. What's important to you is not important to everybody around you. Yes, you may sit around some like-minded business-wise people. You may sit around some like-minded career-wise people. And you may sit around some people who enjoy the mom life and married life and, those things on a personal level. But from person to person, your core values are going to be slightly different that set you apart and separates you from them even when you're sitting at the same table. Because we all want to be at the table. We want to be able to bounce ideas off of people who think like you, who talk like you, who are ambitious like you. But I want y'all to know that when you're at that table, your self-identity, your presence alone signals you out, because you're not like the people around you. Okay? In business, you are the creator. And that is your attribute to your self-identity. In your career, you have duties and responsibilities that go along with your skill set to set you apart from your coworkers and make you more competitive in the workplace. And in your personal life, the expectations you have for yourself versus what others often see in you play a very big part of your identity. So use your skill set, use your vision, your dreams, your ambition, your talents to boost your productivity so that you no longer lose who you are. And as I said in the beginning of this video, these different paths of transformation are going to come at different times in your life. And the reality is, as long as you are working the different transitions, as long as you are working the different transformations, as long as you are walking down the different paths, you will always and forever be able to redefine who you are, transform what you know, and be more productive in your life than some people who are still waiting to get started. So, transform your life, but walk down these paths. Set your goals, understand your capabilities. Just because you can don't mean that you should, and identify yourself every step of the way. So what we say, girl, why you back? Because I like to talk to people. If y'all enjoyed this conversation, please continue to like, share, subscribe, and comment on what you're hearing, what you're seeing. And as always, your girl gonna be back next week so we can talk again.